Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video I give my reading update for the week of 7/12/2026 through 7/18/2026. I didn't complete any books this week. I read part of one book, so I'll talk briefly about that book. I'll talk about my reading plans for the near future. I'll talk about the videos I released. I'll talk about a wooble I'm working on. I'll talk about the video games I played. I'll talk about the music I listen to. And I'll talk about some other things going on in my life too. The only book I read at all this week is The Stand by Stephen King. I am close to 75% through. I mentioned previously when I talked about this book the problem I have with the racism, liberal use of the N-word, sexism, and in my more recent reading there's some homophobia. The problem I have is that some of the expressions of these things are from the people I'm supposed to be rooting for, and so the things they do make me really not care that much what happens to them. So the characters I'm supposed to be rooting for, I just don't care all that much what happens to them. The story itself is gripping. The plot is really good. The world building is really good. Despite me really not caring what happens to the characters I'm supposed to care about, at least most of them, I still read this book a lot. It's the only book I read this week, as I said in the intro, and it's a really big book, so it has definitely kept my interest. It's just that what it means is that I'm not drawn into it as much as if I cared what was going to happen to the characters. I mean, I guess I don't want them to suffer a brutal death, but mostly I don't really care what happens to them. But the fact that I've read close to 3/4 of this book, which is equivalent to 3 of my normal books read, because my average book is around 300 pages, and I'm at close to 900 pages now. I think it's about 860. So, gripping plot, impressive world building, just the traits of the characters make me just not like them. I suppose in some ways that makes it real, but it's too real in some of the cases for me. I guess I'd say too, I find the men in this book maybe too real, but the women in this book, they don't strike me as realistic. So overall, really liking it, but just not drawn into it like I would be if I cared about the characters. Although I didn't read any other books, I just wanted to show this just to show I did read something. This is the September 2026 edition of Pro Wrestling Illustrated, so I did start reading this last night and read some of it. As far as my reading plans for the near future, I want to start A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess, and it will be a reread. I'll be reading it for the I'm with the Band Book Club, a Fable book club, moderated by MJ. Read This Life at M-J on here. I want to start Open Throat by Henry Hoke. This is the July read for Weird Girls, Weirder Fiction, a Fable book club, moderated by Laurie. And I want to start reading, or at least continue reading, because I did read about a third of it a couple years ago, Girls Like Girls by Hayley, Kiyoko. Had wanted to read this so I could try to see the movie based upon it in theaters, but I think it's come and gone, so I still do want to get back to it. I was iffy on it the first time I read it. So I guess you could say it was kind of maybe a soft DNF, although I wasn't thinking in terms of DNF, and I just put it aside, didn't pick it up. Not unusual for me. As far as the videos I released 3 videos. They were reading update for the week ending 7/11/2026, the books I've not read, and the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 book tags, and my review of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. I worked on one crochet project this week. It is Riker the Caribou. I am a good way through the body. You can see there was a color change from gray to white and back to gray. Next thing is to add the eyes, then complete the body and close it. It's possible I'll get further on this today. This is Saturday, June 18th as I record this. If so, I will either add a photo or add another short segment showing it. It's coming out pretty well, I think, so far. I forgot to mention that I'm reading The Stand as part of a group read on the Witchwood Coven Discord, the Discord of Steph at Fallen to Steph. As far as the video games I'm playing, I continue to mostly play Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. I did have a 5th baby born to the island, as the babies grow to adulthood in about 5 minutes. And a 5th couple got married. So there are 5 married couples and 5 babies were born to the island that grew to adulthood. There's now 21 me. I created 16 of them. 5 were born on the island. I do have one more couple that wants to get married. One of them proposed to the other, but unfortunately the mini game that I had to do, I failed at the last step, so they didn't get married. Generally, if you fail once or twice, the second or third time, it had been the third time, but one time it was the second, they do let the proposal go through. The other partner proposes and they do get married. So that's where I am on Tomodachi. That's where I'm on Tomodachi Life. I played some of Wildflowers too. I'm about to change the season from fall to winter in there, and if there's not a major kind of thing for me to do, I may be stopping playing. The positive of cozy games, the repeatability, the things you do and you get comfortable with, can eventually become a negative when it becomes you're just doing it over and over again for not too much of a purpose. But I played over 150 hours of that game, so I certainly got my money's worth. I'm over a little over 100 hours of Tomodachi Life. As far as the music I listen to Ash Nico, Cat's Eye, My Chemical Romance, Styx, Kansas, Jethro Tull, Sarah Landry, and Chappell Roan. So something new, something in the middle, and something old. At least in terms of the time frame, sorry about the ambulance, or it's probably fire engine sound. Could be an ambulance too. Sorry about that. So listen to music from several different time periods. From the 70s to current. As far as what I did besides that, I did my normal stuff. Went out to eat a few times. Went to the local mall and walked. I watched some WNBA games. I watched some World Cup games. The World Cup is down to their final 2 games. The third place game, which takes place a little later than when I'm recording this video, and the championship game, which is tomorrow. I didn't watch it as much as I could have, but I'm kind of happy with the amount I watched because I don't have as much stamina as I used to watch a lot of sports. The Olympics I do, but the Olympics is a variety of sports. The games I've seen, I have enjoyed them. Besides that, they're doing some road work on the street where we live. It was 2 or 3 hours where it was right near front of our house, so it was kind of tricky to get out, so I didn't go out. But other than that, it didn't interfere with things. I would be interested in knowing how your reading week went, your music listening, video games you're playing, whatever stuff you're doing. If you'd like to let me know, please add a comment. If you can't think of anything else to comment, please add an emoji, perhaps a soccer ball or football for a lot of the world, because the World Cup is coming to an end, or an emoji of your choice. I hope you have a wonderful reading week. I hope you have a wonderful week in general. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos.